Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Grant Moon, founder and CEO of Home Captain. I'm also joined by Lucia, our Director of Business Development. So there's a couple things that we're going to talk to you about today. It's all for lenders in the mortgage market and how we're able to increase conversion rates, improve service scores, and provide transparency throughout the home buying process. But before I go ahead and do that, what I'd like to do is introduce some of our industry and integration partners, some of whom we have on stage. We have Tyler Thompson with the National Association of Realtors, a partner and investor that we have. Also, we have NBKC Bank, one of our customers as well. Who's not here, but who will be showing our integrations with, we have LendingTree and also Velocify, a CRM system that's heavily integrated within the mortgage market. And last but not least, what we're going to be doing is taking you through a journey on a customer, a real customer that's actually went through this process. So I want to set the stage here. In the mortgage market, especially those that operate in the mortgage market, you know that you've enjoyed for years a declining rate environment. And because of that, you've been able to focus on refinances, which is a relatively easy sell. You're able to reduce the principal payment of the customer and the overall payment. Now, as we've known since around November 16th, we've been in a steadily increasing mortgage rate environment. And because of that, you have a completely different shift in the type of customers that now lenders are working with. Not only that, is that you have industry experts across the board forecasting rates to continue to rise. And the purchase customer is highly unique. They also, you have various different nuances along that purchase journey, which is you're now working with a real estate agent. So excited to be here and walk you through our process, our system, and how we go ahead and help the lenders. So like most customers, and I mentioned, we have a recreation experience of one of our customers that went through this entire journey. Dan was looking to buy a home, and he started on LendingTree, as most people start at least their home buying research online. He filled out his particulars, and he was looking to get a higher above market loan, also known as a jumbo loan, in the state of Maine. And also, he was a former captain in the Army, so he qualified for a special type of loan called a VA loan. He went ahead and he submitted his information on LendingTree, got a great rate and fee quote from NBKC, but also looked at them and got a lot of their reviews and their rankings and made their decision. Or I'm sorry, he made his decision, submitted his information, and that landed into NBKC's Velocify system. And at that point, the loan officer is going forward and qualifying Dan, issuing a pre-qual letter. But because we're contracted and embedded within NBKC, that loan officer is also asking, do you have a real estate agent? And through our integration now, what we're able to do is the loan officer sends that action directly to Home Captain right from the Velocify system, and that arrives to us and into our system. Our home buying concierge team then goes ahead and reaches out to Dan to get a lot of his particulars, right? And we're able to then start boiling down his search within our match system. So we have over 7,000 realtors under contract with us, and that's consistently growing. But just to give you a bird's eye view of our system, we went ahead and we honed in on the state of Maine where Dan was looking to buy. Then what we're able to do is we're able to take a lot of the loan particulars so that we can match Dan up with the best suited agent. So if you remember, right, he was looking in the state of Maine, but he was looking for a jumbo loan. So the loan that he was looking to do is over $1 million. That's number one. But also number two, remember that he was a captain in the Army, and because of that, he had a specialized type of loan called a VA loan. And that requires some unique aspects in having an agent that works in the luxury segment, right? And also that has experience in working with military veterans. So we see that Anne here is that perfect match. She's veteran friendly, that she has an MRP designation, which indicates from the National Association of Realtors that she has a level of education in working with veterans and VA loans. And we also have past history in that she's Her transaction size was over $1 million with us. That she has a great loan officer rating as well, so that she works great with our loan officer customers. So we go ahead and we connect Ann, and Dan and Ann get together and start their home buying search. Immediately from when we submit that right there, we're tracking Dan's home buying journey, right? Which oftentimes for the home buying customer can take months. So we go through and we're providing status updates and being able to also two-way communicate back to the lender's file and giving them real-time updates, such as Dan looked at and did an open house. But what's even more important is that during this process, and this specific example happened with Dan, is that he found his dream home and he put and submitted an offer. Now, unfortunately, what happened was the listing agent required Dan, in order to submit his offer, to get pre-approved by a local lender. Those of you in mortgage banking know that's a very common thing. It's also known as steering. But knowing that information and being able to jump in and get involved, we were able to increase the lines of communication, get MBKC involved as well, and as an end result, we were able to close on the home and ultimately keep the loan with NBKC, our customer, and Dan had an awesome experience. And the reason why we know that is because for every one of our customers that use us, we're able to get NPS feedback along their entire journey. And go ahead, and I'm happy to report that year to date, we have a perfect score rating from our customers of 100 out of 100. So it's really good. And what's even better about that too is that we're able to take all this data and post it right back into the lender system through our Velocify account. So you have data consolidated so that loan officers don't have another login that they have to worry about or another app, and that you have raw data, but also aggregated reporting as well on each and every one of your customers in the home buying journey. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing more.